majority of them, they can be like what Yoruba called for Jolo Jolo. You know what that means, right? Yeah, it seems like when Bokuwari was living, majority of them that started with Bokuwari, they ended with Bokuwari. Because the economy don't choke many. That we now have working deaths. It's a long story. But I mean, the victims, so those ones who survived till now, instead of them to recover, trailer can't they, Tifnumbu's economic trailer, now can't they smash skull, pa 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 pa, everybody just po 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 po. Figuratively, like literally, right? I mean, literally. Anyway, leaving that aside, how this plays out at the end of the day, nobody knows. But inside Tifnumbu's Nigeria, where law and order or rule of law is gone, then human rights abuses using the same court that was supposed to be they say the last hope of a common man, and also the last hope of uncommon man. It's a place where the high and mighty and the low and what have you seek justice. And the justice come not because of your probably your status. Justice is blind, but not in Nigeria, where Lady Justice, once he smells the bale of cash, come on the food, the blindfold, look am, you are guilty. That's exactly what it is under Tifnumbu, the fake progressive. They call themselves progressives because they are not progressives by any means, by nothing. Omoyele Sowore, which has been coming under constant state vilification, harassment, and bullying, is standing trial for bullying. Imagine people where they bully you, can't take you to court, try to jail you by claiming that you are bullying them. That's how crazy it is. The police IG, illegal police IG, who is currently occupying the office of the Inspector General of Police of Nigeria illegally, when he was due to have retired from the police force a year ago. And somebody pointed that out, including other corruption going on in that place. But it is rotten. But Nigeria believes that not today, is that your business? It's not your business. You should face other thing. Because all these things now that you are sharing to the public, you are trying to make the police IG to look bad. But pensioners are not paid. Police officers are not well paid. It's ridiculous. Promotions have been altered. All because they wanted to keep the fund and the money. Like, these are regular things that should sort of like jolt anybody. But of course, it is not about the message in Nigeria. It's mostly about the messenger, unfortunately. So the persecution of Omoyele Sowore, he was in court today because similarly, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has been a prisoner of a conscience, locked up illegally under trumped-up charges in Nigeria, he has been demanding for a proper medical attention away from his captors, the people who have kept him under, underground cells, incommunicado. They have mentally tried to break him. They've tried physically. Everything failed. But until they are satisfied, they are not obeying any court order. The court have been presented with so many evidence of these abuses, abuse of power, abuse of human rights, and all that. But it is Nnamdi Kanu. Nigeria can always bend the rule to suit the whim and caprices of the criminals who are controlling them. The judiciary that is not independent, is that a judiciary? Huh? So what was in court today? Watch this.
Run away when people take over. When we take over. The greatest of the greatest Nigerian people. Great! We have just been through some of the most interesting court hearings today. And this is related to the charge brought by the illegal Inspector General of Police before the Federal High Court, claiming that I colluded with unknown entities to forge police wireless documents. And this is the third time that the case was supposed to go into a stage where we plead to the charge. But I'm very happy today. Not that we are not facing tribulation, but I'm happy for brilliance and intelligence and the tenacity of our lawyers. I want to tell you that our lawyers are a rare breed. They are different in every ramification, and the judge acknowledged it today. 10 of them.
Wow.
Represented us today. More would have come. But we also tell them that this is a distraction, so they should use their time judiciously elsewhere. And so the judge agreed with us, even though they were close to carrying out their illegal arrangements. But the judge was told, on very clear terms, that it doesn't matter how desperate you are, you cannot ask a non-juristic body, that doesn't exist legally in Nigeria, to take a plea before you. And one of the other lawyers reminded the judge that assuming you go ahead to ask our reporters to take a plea, in what language is our reporters going to take a plea? And that was the point at which it became very clear to them that this is one of the efforts to waste time, energy, and resources of the Nigerian state. We are standing firm because our position is not this. Our position is the liberation of our country.
Yes, sir.
And we are very, very serious about it.
Yes, sir.
But the liberation of the country also takes a lot of ramifications.
Yes, sir.
It will be by physical, mental, legal, and some will say even spiritual intervention.
Yes. You're right, sir.
So whichever way they come, we must confront them. And today is in the courtroom. Next time we'll be on the streets. And I know that these days they are also very scared about what happened in the past. And what I've always said, anytime I have the opportunity, Nigeria cannot escape a revolution.
Yes, sir.
It's impossible. And I will never tell anybody otherwise. That even if I'm not the one who will carry out the revolution, it will still happen.
The position is this. We should get it very clear.
Yes, sir.
What happened in court today, just like I've always said, should not be treated in isolation.
Yes, sir.
It's part of the general struggle of liberation.
Yes, sir.
And if we have our opportunity, at every point in time, we have to tell all the institutions, including our judges,
Yes, sir.
that what is at play here is just a struggle between the forces of change and the beneficiary of a system that fear accountability.
Yes. I love that.
The beneficiary of a system that embraces corruption.
Yes, sir.
Beneficiary of a system that is killing the masses.
Yes, sir.
And when you see how much Sowore in the dog, you must know that what is in the dog is the voice of
For the people. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
It is not about Sowore. It's not about Sowore.
Yes, sir.
This case is a clear case of the joblessness of the Nigerian police force.
Yes.
It's a clear case of joblessness. At a time when bandits are ravaging the nation.
Terrorists.
At a time when kidnappers are picking our children, our mothers, our fathers like mangoes that fell from the tree. The Nigerian police deem it fit, unfortunately, to charge Omoyele Sowore on a matter that is supposed to be a civil matter. Why? Because he spoke truth to power.
Yes.
You see, their ears pain them whenever truth is told to them. That is just the simple truth. This is a clear case of wastage of taxpayers' money. I have looked at the charge, painstakingly looked at the charge. The charge is defective, both in form and in substance. Even a university student cannot draft that charge.
Yes.
I have looked at it and said, why? And initially when I looked at the charge, I said, no, this cannot be drafted by a police officer.
Yes.
But when I looked at the people that signed the charge, this is not to cast aspersion to our colleagues in the police force. But it does not speak well for a lawyer. Maybe at this point we'll be asking the NBA to even question whether they are even called to the Nigerian bar. Exactly. Because this profession is a noble one.
It's not impossible.
There is a reason why it is called a noble profession. You don't just file frivolous charges. But let us not preempt what is going to happen, but let us continue to struggle. The struggle must continue. It is not about Sowore like Maxwell has said. It is about Nigeria. We must build this country. We will not join those who are jackmarring. We decide to remain here.
Yes.
A lot of us have the opportunity to leave Nigeria. Sowore has the opportunity to leave Nigeria.
I left and came back.
But he decided to stay.
Yes.
I have the opportunity. You have the opportunity. But you decide to stay. We must fix Nigeria. And there is no better way to fix Nigeria than what we are doing today. Aluta Kontuna.
Yes.
I'm highly disappointed of Nigerian government because the Nigerian government were highly disappointed in them due to foreseen circumstances. Definitely, I'm one of those people who are proving people should die in coronavirus is more better than people should die in hungers. Hunger kills more than coronavirus because some people are less privileged. Due to foreseen circumstances that I said it, some people are less privileged, which they are based on daily pay, which are not even based on salaries. But our government thinks that the lockdown is the best solution to coronavirus, and proving it to an extent and to the levels of alacrity that if someone die in coronavirus, it's more efficient to die in hunger. Because some people will be at indoor. There's no a way to make.
Thank you, Jerry. Prof. It's been a while. So Omoyele Sowore is again being charged on frivolous charges, wastage of public resources and time, something that could be used for something more meaningful, more productive. But we are talking about Nigeria, power mongers, so to say. It is a different world, completely different from what you and I possibly considered as normal world and what is abnormal. You get that now? They live in their own bubble, a different world. And it is so, I don't know, like it is so generational, right? That if you look at it today, more than 60-70% of those who are wielding different kind of powers in Nigeria in different capacity in that country today, they were nobodies, at least 2 decades ago. Some were actually nobodies a decade ago. Today, they are holding sensitive positions, making critical decisions that they ordinarily knows that will affect not one, not two, but millions of people. But they still make the decisions anyway. Decisions like denying the people the good governance that they deserve. And what is good governance? A system that is built on probity and accountability, where those who are given such opportunities knows that they are given opportunity of responsibility. And if they falter, if they mess up, it comes with consequences. A system or a power given to them in trust. Do you understand? A system that gives you good governance includes the one that cares about your health, your education, which is about your skills that you need to thrive in this life. A system gives you that, an opportunity to be able to get trainings, get skills, and at the same time, an opportunity where to put those skills into perfect use, productivity, opportunities when they build roads, when they construct, power structures that gives you access to power, 24/7 electricity, things that help your productivity, your health, or your education, or infrastructural wise, so and as well as, I mean, these are the things that will create opportunities that will then guarantee your pursuit of happiness, which in itself is the foundation of being a citizen of any free country. They say you are free because as a freeborn, you have every right in this land of yours to pursue your happiness legitimately. Anything that makes you happy. As a freeborn, go on, just don't break the law. How is that so kind of like, so when you look at it that way, you realize that most of these guys who are holding this power today, they were nobodies then. They were possibly like me and you, who thought things should be done better. Now they got the chance, and they repeated the same attitude of those they were once looking up to. Say, man, look at that person. Lieutenant Governor, Lieutenant General, General so and so. See this one, His Excellency, distinguished senator, look at that one, speaker. Look at this. People they were looking up to. They were watching them loot the country. Some of them they disagreed with, only for them to have the opportunity and nothing different. Rather, worse. Human rights abuses, you can't talk. They suddenly become so, so intolerant, so to say. Suddenly, everything irritates them. Everything makes them feel so like angry. Their ego is bruised. You have to respect them. Do you know who you are talking to? Do you know me? I can make you disappear. Do you know that? I can. Calm down. Come on. At the end of the day, they leave nothing. No real impact. But more damages. It's worse now that they have added, the tribal division, ethnic division, all of them politically weaponized. Inibe said something about that at one of the APC lawyers program in Lagos. Akinola, Akintola, Akinola, I don't know. But here, they weaponized tribalism, which is mainly political.
As far as the leading candidates are concerned, they are all Yorubas. But why is there any candidate that does not contest on the platform that Tinubu supports? They were attributing to the Igbos. Who is the Igbo man that wants to be the governor of Lagos? Who is the Igbo man that is going about grabbing people's land? I have clients and defending that are Yorubas. It is Yoruba people that are grabbing their lands. Let us stop these politics that we are playing, deceiving ourselves. We cannot change Nigeria without being honest. This tribalism is meant to keep APC in power. And I'm speaking as someone that has documented hatred for PDP. So you cannot say I'm speaking because, and by the way, when they say Igbo, where do you put some of us? I'm from Akwa Ibom, I don't speak Igbo. I've never lived in Igbo land. I'm a proud Ibibio man. But when you look at me, what do you see? Nigeria has an Igbo problem. And we have to be honest about it. Nigeria has another problem from the Civil War. Nigeria was out that conversation. And please, in summary, the solution to the issue is rule of law. Everybody should be subjected to the law. When you violate the law, you should be treated as someone that has violated the law. The law should not look at you as the Yoruba man. The law should not look at you as the Hausa man. The law should not look at you as a Muslim or a Christian. Let us be honest with ourselves. Sheikh Tinubu is married to an Igbo person. So tomorrow, if Sheikh Tinubu wants to be governor of Lagos State, you will say that he's tainted blood. This is politics that is going on. And if we are not honest to address it, we will continue to live this demonic poison that has destroyed this country. This whole generation has felt my generation. And my generation is determined to put an end to it. Thank you.
Since when I born you never seen this kind of abuse before. Tinubu, I must abuse you. Tinubu, number 1, Ogun Okiyopa. Tinubu number 2, Ogun Okiyoma. Tinubu number 3, Ogun Okiyo your children. Tinubu number 4, Ogun go bury all your family. Turubu is a goat, yo. A goat, yo. Turubu is a goat, yo. Wausa.
They have weaponized tribalism, keep you so torn apart, and it is